Recently, we've been getting a lot of people coming to us interested in our custom object lifecycle tracking in Salesforce. The benefit of using a custom object, for those of you who haven't seen a ton of our content, is that it helps with the issue of the fractured funnel and gives you the insight into multiple journeys. So instead of having a bunch of fields on a lead to contact and not being able to tie that all the way through to an opportunity, or having to overwrite that data and lose history and not see multiple life cycle journeys, the custom object helps account for all of that. But I thought it'd be interesting because a lot of people hear us talking about it, but they haven't actually seen what one of those records look like. So I'm going to go through a few slides. So when you first look here, you can see that the unified data model that we have really accounts for the lead and the contact that's tied to the account, and then can associate the opportunities. So being able to tie all that data together. So just up front from the details, you can see a link to the leader contact is associated, the account, if once it does become an account, or just say the company name, if it was still a lead. You can also pull in account details like the owner, if it was a target account, what region it was, and so forth. So really great reporting to get that tied on to the object. The point here is too, you don't have to build out separate reports for leads and contacts. It's just all one report object. Another thing is, so when we look at the lifecycle record, we can really see the stage attainment. So being able to see the date timestamps at each stage and how they went through. This helps power conversion reporting, which is super important, and also velocity reporting. So, for a conversion standpoint, you can see the time and also attainment between the different stages. So, here you can see sales ready, working, connected, BDR qualification, qualified opportunity, and customer, and then some of your off opportunity stages. You'll be able to get conversion reporting also with the stage attainment fields, these check boxes, and then velocity since we're tracking the date and the time. This could also help with SLAs as well. Also, a key part of the custom object data is the source reporting. So, because of the way that we suggest tracking the source, which is the what and the where, like what they converted on from an offer and then where it came from, we use that mainly with UTMs. But there's cases where you have offline details, but you can actually see what was the originating source or the source detail for that person. But the most important part is where did that, come from when it became sales ready. So this life cycle source is actually what was the last conversion point when that life cycle started, which is that sales ready or MQL. So you can see here it was organic search, Google, and demo request. Being able to see the what and the where, and being able to see both those things with the funnel data is great to look at offer success as well as like channel success. And then lastly, being able to actually see some of the progression through the funnel in number of days, like I was talking about with velocity. You can see that there. And then also just related opportunity data for ease of reporting. So you can actually see the opportunity that was tied to this lifecycle record. What happened with it? Like, what was the opportunity stage at this point? If it was closed, was the closed loss reason? And then also you can see who was the owner when it became an MQL, who was the owner when it became working and connected, and so forth. These are all pieces of data that usually come with some of the questions that you have around your funnel data. So being able to see it from a marketing standpoint on channel and campaigns, but also be able to look at it from a sales process perspective. So even down to the person and region and so forth. This unified view and having it all onto one custom object is so powerful. So you can see that full range of data. And also knowing that this will account for life cycles that could come from anywhere, whether it's inbound from an MQL, if it was outbound, if it came from a partner channel, that would all be tracked with a life cycle record. So super powerful. So hopefully that was useful for those of you who've been interested in seeing what our custom object method records like actually look like and how you could use the data.